Hey, friends, welcome back to Clarke Academy 101. I'm Sara Clarke, and today I want to talk with you about something that might seem small, but can completely transform the way you connect with people: silence. Most of us think of silence as awkward, uncomfortable, or even a little scary. But what if I told you that silence is actually one of the most powerful tools you can use to improve communication, deepen relationships, and strengthen your emotional intelligence? Stick with me for the next few minutes, because by the end of this video, you'll feel confident using silence as your secret superpower. And hey, before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you want more insights on communication, confidence, and emotional growth. Let's start with communication itself. Most people think communication is all about the words you say. But the truth? Words are only a small part. The real magic comes from your tone of voice and your body language. Think about it, you could say "I'm fine" in a calm, gentle voice, and it sounds supportive. But say "I'm fine" loudly and fast, with your arms crossed, and suddenly it means the complete opposite. Our bodies are always talking, even when our mouths aren't. So next time you're in conversation, notice your posture, your facial expressions, even where your feet are pointing. Tiny shifts like leaning in or slowing your pace can make the whole exchange feel different. Now, let's talk about silence itself. Silence isn't always negative. In fact, it often means the other person is actually listening. Maybe they're soaking in what you just said. Maybe they're processing their thoughts before responding. Sometimes silence happens when both people feel aligned and there's nothing left to add. Of course, silence can also show up in trickier ways. Maybe someone is upset and doesn't know how to express it. Or maybe they're using silence to pressure you into speaking first. The key is this: silence isn't random. It always has meaning, and the better you get at reading it, the more control you'll have in conversations. Here's where body language helps again. Imagine you can't hear the words of two people talking, but you watch from a distance. You'd still know a lot about what's happening. Feet pointing toward you? They're engaged. Feet toward the door? They're probably ready to leave. Arms crossed? Closed off. Open posture? Welcoming. And the face, wow, it tells you everything. A smile, a frown, a nod, or even avoiding eye contact all give clues about whether the silence is positive or negative. Pay attention to these signals, and you'll unlock the hidden messages inside every pause. But how do you know when to lean into silence and when to speak up? Well, ask yourself how the silence feels. Does it feel calm, like both of you are comfortable? Then relax and enjoy the space. Does it feel tense, like something's hanging in the air? That's your chance to gently ask, I wonder what you're thinking about. This opens the door without making assumptions. Remember, silence isn't about you. It's about the other person's process, their style, their emotions. When you give them space, you'll be surprised how often they share something important they might not have said otherwise. Now let's flip silence into a gift. When you're listening, truly listen. Don't plan your response while the other person is talking. Just be there. Nod, smile, keep your body open. And when they finish, take a breath. Give yourself a second before you reply. You can even say, "Thanks for sharing, I need a moment to think." That little pause makes your words more thoughtful and creates a deeper connection. The world moves so fast that conversations often feel rushed. But silence slows things down, and in that pause, you'll find understanding, respect, and often solutions you would have missed. Of course, not all silences are comfortable. We've all been in those awkward pauses where our heart races, our palms sweat, and we just want to fill the air with words. Here's what to do: notice your body first. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, "I'm safe, this will pass." Relax your shoulders. Then decide, do I want to ask a question, or simply wait? That intentional pause keeps you calm and gives you control. You're no longer reacting out of stress, you're choosing your next move. Silence is also your best friend in conflict. When emotions run high, words can fuel the fire. Instead of matching someone's raised voice, lower yours. Use fewer words. Stay grounded in facts. And if things get too heated, create a pause. Say, I need a minute to collect my thoughts, or, let's take a quick break and come back to this. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You're creating space for everyone to breathe and reset. And that silence? It often transforms tension into resolution. So here's the big takeaway: silence isn't empty. It's full of power. It can calm stress, build trust, reveal hidden feelings, and even solve conflicts. Next time you're in conversation, instead of rushing to fill the quiet, pause. Notice. Lean in. And let silence do the work. If this video gave you something to think about, hit that like button, share it with a friend who could use these insights, and make sure you subscribe to Clarke Academy 101 for more practical tips to grow your communication and emotional intelligence. And remember, silence doesn't push people away, it pulls them closer. See you in the next video.